Hi everyone, Chris here, and today I wanted to talk about um, a specific type of assessment, and it's one that I see sort of mm, either just intuitively done, especially with face-to-face stuff, or just completely ignored and forgotten, especially with e-learning, and that is formative assessment. So in the broad sort of categories of assessment, there are two general families of assessment. There's formative assessment and summative assessment. And both assessments are there to help the instructional designer. Uh, the formative assessment, it sort of is to inform your teaching strategy and your approach. And then the summative assessment sort of sums up how you did teaching overall. And so, as you can understand, they manifest themselves differently. So in a face-to-face setting, the formative assessment can take a lot of different forms. This isn't like, well, here's a quiz and you've got 6 questions. Let's see how you do on numbers 1 through 10. Didn't even make sense. 6 questions, numbers 1 through 10. Um, but a formative assessment can just be asking a general feeling, getting a feel for the discussion in the room, and sort of touching on and sort of figuring out whether the students are actually getting what you're talking about. Um, you can do a quiz. With e-learning, this is where a branching scenario works out really well because every branch is essentially a formative assessment. Do the students understand at this point where they're going? But essentially the formative is supposed to inform your teaching or inform your design. So especially when you're making e-learning that's going to just sort of be when it's done, formative assessment is important to do while you're doing the design. And this is where iterative design and rapid prototyping, all of those things, they sort of build in this formative assessment because you're exposing your learners and exposing your clients to the thing you're making often so that you can make these little micro corrections as you're going. Um, so that's pretty much formative assessment is it's that annoying beep in the new cars to tell you when you're swaying out of the lane to correct your course. So be sure to include some formative assessment and be sure to get lots and lots of feedback if you're making something static, especially if you're making something static that costs a lot of money to produce. Um, get that input. All right, talk with you soon. Bye.